We want our city back. We want our city back. We want our city back.
Fans that come in, week out, like, nothing against the tourists, but like, if we were losing and we were shit, they wouldn't be here. But it's the fans that are like us protesting today that are gonna come in, week out, no matter what, no matter if we're in League One, your tourists aren't, and they're pushing out the local fans, and it's not fair. Like, when I have kids, like, what's it gonna be, like 400 or 500 quid just to get my son or my daughter a ticket? It's not the city back.
We want our city back. We want our city back. We want our city back. We want our city back. We want our city back. We want our city back. We want our city back. We want our city back. We want our city back. We want our city back. We want our city back. We want our city back. We want our city back. We want our city back. I'm 50 to the letter. We do. We do. Our city. We love you. We love you, city. We do. We love city. We do. We love city. We do. Our city. We love you. We love you, city. We do. We love city. We do. We love city. We do. Our city. We love you. You saw me standing alone without a dream in my heart, without a love of my own. Blackburn, you saw me standing alone without a dream in my heart, without a love of my own. Blackburn, we are city, city, from the road. We are city, super city. We are city, from the road. We are city, super city, from the road. We are city, super city. We are city, from the road. We were in when we were shit. We were in when we were shit. We were in when we were shit.
So Finn, why are you protesting tonight?
It feels like the club aren't prioritising the local fans, and it's not good enough. As in, we get a lot of supporters from overseas and stuff, but when I know plenty of people who can't get tickets to matches such as United away this weekend, but you'll see plenty of supporters who have never been to matches before maybe getting them. It's the ticket policy's a joke basically, and it's been taken too far.
Does it feel even more difficult effectively than giving it to a ticket reselling company?
Yeah.
Which is going to then put the prices up further?
That's what it is. So the bog standard, as many people know, is £30, but you could go online and get one for United away for £200, £300, and that could, whether that's given from the club we don't know, but it's the fact the club just allow it, and it seems as if they're leaning towards that more of a franchise sort of thing more than a football club.
Times like these where, you know, different fan bases can come together, you know, for the greater good.
Exactly, but it's about the fans, isn't it? It's not about the clubs and
No, it's not.
We're all being ripped here. Aren't we?
Yeah, exactly, and it's and you know, it's, you can put your rivalries to one side for things like this. You know, you can argue about everything else, like, you know, on another day or whatever. But for, you know, situations like this, and every club's having these same issues with their own fans, or the fans are having issues with the clubs.
Do you think I mean, we'll come to the ticket prices rising. The real sour taste seems to be the club touting tickets.
Yes,
Whereas
yes.
What would happen to a fan if you were caught touting a ticket?
Well, I think the club they've employed their own ticket compliance officer, and they're clamping down on, you know, fans allegedly touting tickets. I've no doubt the odd fan does sell a ticket above face value every now and then, but from what I've heard, they're also clamping down on fans who are selling them at face value if they can't make a game, you know, just to help another fan out, or even less than face value.
There's been a lot of problems here, hasn't there, recently with the away fans?
Absolutely, yeah, and a lot of it is probably less to do with fans selling their tickets on, and probably more to do with the club dealing with all these third-party ticket agencies. You don't get groups of Real Madrid fans together in the home areas of the stadium like they did the other week. But if fans are all selling the tickets on, they would be dotted about rather than a group of 10 or 15. And, you know, in that game as well, the thing is, the Real Madrid fans didn't sell out the away allocation. There's probably as many of their fans in the home areas than the away end.
Now, we look at the ticket price rise. What is the percentage here? And I've talked to a lot of pensioners who come. We've been coming for 50, 60 years, and they go, I only get to one game every 6 weeks now.
Yeah.
So I can't afford it.
Yeah, it's hard to put an actual figure on it because obviously different areas of the ground increase by different percentages. But I'd say since COVID, before COVID, I think we did a little bit of research into a few the other week. My ticket had gone up maybe I think 3% in the season before COVID hit. Since the pandemic and fans have been allowed back in the stadium, my season ticket's gone up like 6% one season, then 9%, then 8%. So it's definitely gone up a lot more since the pandemic. Now, is that the club trying to get a bit of money back after they lost money during the pandemic? But surely.
So what are we looking at? So from 2020 to now, what's the price rise for you?
I'd say overall on my season ticket it's gone up by about 30-35%, which over 4 or 5 seasons, people might say, well, it's only 5% one year, 6% the next, might be 40 or 50 quid a season for some people. But it's not that, it's the incremental price increases and they all add up. You know, at the end of the day, we know that City are a different club to what they were 25, 30 years ago. You know, they've got a lot of big salaries to pay, you know, they operate on a different level. So we understand that, you know, you can't get into the ground for a tenner for a Premier League game, but I've heard that Liverpool actually offer £9 Premier League tickets to the local fans with the Liverpool postcode. Yeah, there's not many, but at the end of the day, it's still a gesture, really, for the local fans. Yeah.
Would you like to see that sort of thing done here as well?
I don't think there'd be anything wrong with it. It doesn't have to be 10,000 tickets. We're not expecting 10,000 tickets, but if there was like the 500 like they have for Liverpool, then it just gives local fans just a bit more of a bite at the cherry. And I know obviously they'd be oversubscribed, but people would get a chance. And
have you had any dialogue with the club?
We haven't spoke to the club directly on ticket prices probably since last year, but the City Matters group, which has 9 or 10 representatives representing different factions of the fan base, they may be like a disabled rep, a season card rep, etc., match day rep. They're the ones who talk to the club the most, and they're supposed to have the club was supposed to have promised them a meeting about 6 weeks ago. It never materialised. Only after they announced the Viagogo thing last week, later on in the day, the club did come back and say they'll be meeting the City Matters people actually tomorrow. So we're going to look at, you know, what the outcome of that might be. If it's satisfactory, we get a price freeze on season tickets, maybe a reduction in the cost of some of the match day tickets because they're extortionately priced more than Liverpool, believe it or not, on a match day for adults. Then obviously, like, you know, things might calm down. But if we don't get a satisfactory answer and it turns out there's going to be a price increase again next year, then we're just going to have to escalate things, really.
Yeah. What possible escalations do you have?
Well, we're going to see what this 9-minute thing does tonight. You know, pretty hard on a midweek game when fans are still pouring into the ground with, you know, a few minutes into the game to gauge how, you know, how effective it'll be or how successful. We'll probably be looking at an extension of things like that. Maybe people coming off the cup schemes next year, recommending that. The cup schemes, the League Cup scheme, the Champions League Cup scheme, or probably might be the Europa League next year, and the FA Cup scheme, the voluntary schemes that season ticket holders join, and it guarantees you obviously a ticket for every single home game in those competitions, and you get priority on that. But it's obviously guaranteed income for the club as well. So if, say, a couple of thousand people come off that, then the club are going to get hit in the pocket, because that's a couple of thousand more seats to fill, which might be able to do it on a Champions League game against Real Madrid. But if it's the League Cup at home to, say, Gillingham, they'd struggle to sell all them tickets.